Storytime with Fergie and Friends.
Well, it's so exciting. Hello, Fergie and Friends. Well, today, are you feeling just peachy? We are. We're going to read Just Peachy because Just Peachy is by Michaela Skilney and illustrated by Vikki Chiu. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Just Peachy is Just Peachy. And rather nicely, Just Peachy, you can have Just Peachy sheets. Where you can do some colouring, which is rather lovely. Look, you can take your colouring with you when you read the book, and it's beautifully done and beautifully illustrated and very thoughtful, and thank you so much, Michaela. Also, it comes with a lovely Just Peachy bag. I really rather like this bag, don't you? I think it's peachy. And would you believe, in the bag comes some rather handsome friends. Shall we read about which friends they all are that come in the bag with Miss Peachy? So here we go. Are you ready? Fergie and Friends, here we go. Now, I think that Peachy came a long way to talk to us today. I think Peachy came from Australia. So hello to you, Victoria, Australia. Michaela, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. My little peachy parcel has arrived in your precious hands with a delightful dream come true. I'm blown away by the opportunity to share Just Peachy with you. To me, books are so much more than pages. They're a vehicle for exploring important things with our children, and Just Peachy is about doing that. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Michaela, this is for you. Okay, on we go. Just Peachy, and thank you so much, Vikki, and for the sweetest fruit of all, Teddy. Sweet. You can be the ripest, juiciest peach in the world, and there's still going to be somebody who doesn't like peaches. Dita Von Teese. Dita Ballerina was a peach who loved to dance. She'd practice and perfect her moves whenever she had the chance. Look at her. She's rather fabulous. Look at her. Oh my goodness, Dita the ballerina. She's just peachy. She could do the Maracana and perform an arabesque. She could do a cheeky fan dance like the starlets of the burlesque. Nothing made her happier than performing in her room. Never had a stone fruit dance with so much va-boom, va-va-boom. One day, a travelling dance troupe sashayed into town, led by none other than Miss Von Teese, a dancer world renowned. I'm looking for the next big thing, a dancer with pizzazz. A fruit who loves to dance along to hip hop, pop and jazz. So the very next day when evening fell, she planned to audition, dancing alongside Ms. Von Teese with Dita's #1 mission. Come on, Dita, come on, we can do it. Dita went with Mum in tow to show what she could do. I cannot wait to be a star, she said to her mum. Can you? Don't be disappointed if she's not on the same page, if a ripe and juicy peach isn't what she wants for her stage. Oh, don't be silly, Dita said, while hugging her mother tight. How could I fail to wow her if I give it all my might? Peaches aren't for everyone, she said with a comforting tone. Just remember, the most important opinion of you is your very own. Very good point. Thank you. In the middle of the front row, Ms. Von Teese took her position amongst a sea of flowers given to persuade her decision. Dita, she called from a list of names. Little Peach, it's your go. So Dita leapt into the air and landed on one toe. Boop! She tapped and twirled and shimmied about with top hat in hand. Every triumphant flip she did, on her feet she'd land. But Ms. Von Teese, the greatest burlesque dancer of them all, didn't find Dita's dance routine exceptional at all. Oh dear, Dita. I've seen enough, she said to Dita. It's time, little Peach, to leave. But the little ballerina Peach had one last move up her sleeve. Surely she'd impress with what her peach fuzz could do. She rubbed her hands on her hips and sides and out sprung a ballet tutu. Tutu even. She performed a pirouette. Her technique was by the book. No, but still, despite the grand display, Miss Von Teese would not take a look. Your dancing was indeed quite lovely, she said, with drink in hand. I simply like things a little less peachy. I do hope you understand. Exiting the stage, she caught the eye of a breakdancing pair who had observed her failed audition and had a valid point to share. It's hard when you're not chosen, he said, practicing his routine, but this won't be the first or last that you won't feel seen. This is his little friend of Peachy here. It's hard when you're not chosen, he said, practicing his routine. But this won't be the first or last time that you will not be seen. Thank you very much. You're a very, very clever chap. A bunch of grapes A bunch of grapes. Oh, I think you're Miss Von Teese, aren't you? No, I don't think you're a bunch of grapes. I don't think we have the bunch of grapes. Oh, there's Miss Von Teese. I think that's her. You may sit down there, Miss Von Teese, with her drink. A bunch of grapes who just performed the kang-kang in a row delivered Dita wisdom as they saw her sadness grow. Peach isn't what they want right now, one said to Dita with care. Actually, sorry, madam, you are the kang-kang lady. Yes, I'm terribly sorry, you're not Dita, you're quite right. Right, we'll start that again. A bunch of grapes who just performed the kang-kang in a row delivered Dita wisdom as they saw her sadness grow. A peach isn't what they want right now, one said to Dita with care. But you'll be perfect to other parts. There are plenty more out there. Well, very good advice, very good advice. A ruby grapefruit nodded and shared what she knew, but giving up on pleasing others was when her confidence really grew. You simply can't please everyone, no matter what you do. And changing yourself for others is an exhausting thing to do. Oh dear, yes. Come on then, you sit there. There we are. Dita held back tears as she met her mum outside. In fact, a giant part of her just wanted to run and hide. I know that feeling. But when she stopped and thought about all that the fruits had shared, she felt a little less miserable and less filled with despair. I may not be the ripest peach to Ms. Von Teese, it's true, but that's okay. I know I'm juicy to a few. Quite right, look at that. Her mother smiled from ear to ear as though Dita had wowed on stage, proud of the meaningful lesson she had learned at her very tiny age. It won't always be easy when there's someone you can't reach. At times you will feel squashed and bruised when labelled just a peach. But let's get one thing straight. You're more than juicy to a few. Your talent lights up our family. Our troupe is nothing without you. Dita Ballerina left that day without the part, but what she left the audition with had filled her very little heart. Ms. Von Teese wasn't after a peach. She'd never change her mind, but not being someone's favourite doesn't mean that they're unkind. It's okay for others to have different tastes and different points of view, because what we like and dislike is what makes me and you. So be the best that you can be and celebrate being unique. Because what may not appeal to some is exactly what others seek. You could be the ripest, juiciest peach in the world, and there's still going to be somebody who doesn't like peaches. Love yourself, be strong, be brave, and keep smiling. Keep kindness in your heart.
With Fergie and Friends, with Fergie and Friends.